truth, beauty, goodness. More than 90 years ago, Dr. James D. Bruner, a professor of modern languages, believed Carson-Newman would benefit from having a visual representation of its essence.
Well, it certainly beckons Carson-Newman, and I think about those words and how appropriate they are for an institution that's embodied those words so well over the centuries, really.
For me, I would say that there is truth in beauty, and so when we, even through our different lenses of how we perceive what beauty is, that stillness and that peace that comes from that appreciation is a pool of reflection to the truth that we have inside of ourselves. And the goodness comes from that well of truth, in my opinion.
We instill truth, beauty, and goodness in the students. And when I say we, that's everyone. That's the faculty, that's the staff, that's the parents of the students. It's everyone who's leaning into their educational experience. And then they go out and take that truth, beauty, and goodness and spread it into the world.
And for more than a century and a half, Carson-Newman saw 22 presidents leave their mark, attempting to live by and fulfill the three principles of truth, beauty, and goodness. On August 17, 2018, Carson-Newman embarked on a journey to find its 23rd president, someone who would also pursue these ideals while ensuring the university's mission and vision continue to flourish and grow.
First of all, we were looking for the right fit.
We wanted a very devout, strong Christian man or woman.
Someone who understands or could understand what makes Carson-Newman special.
We were definitely looking for a visionary, someone who would be proactive, not reactive. Faithful is another word that comes to mind.
They needed to be very interested in students, very interested in the quality of education that took place at Carson-Newman.
A person, first of all, of strong faith. A person who could get along well with lots of different folks, different groups. You've got the Academy, you've got Tennessee Baptist, you've got alumni, you've got a lot of different groups. So you have to have someone that can navigate all those waters. And so they have to have tremendous personal skills.
Less than a year later, after countless meetings, long discussions, and hours of prayer, the Board of Trustees unanimously identified their candidate.
We were all very united in wanting what does the Lord have for this school moving forward? And in order to get that, I think we were very united in let's ask the Holy Spirit to give us the sense of discernment.
I just felt a shift, complete shift of the energy in the room when he came in. And he sat down, and I was like, oh, Holy Spirit, hello. And he came in with the Holy Spirit. And I knew it and I felt it immediately.
And on June 10, 2019, Carson-Newman University officially named Dr. Charles A. Fowler as its 23rd president.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce to you today Carson-Newman's 23rd president, Dr. Charles Allen Fowler. Dr. Fowler.
This has been an incredible journey. It's one that my family and I didn't anticipate, but it has been a journey that we are forever grateful to the Lord for. I was overwhelmed and the day was a blur, but it was glorious. I remember individuals I met with. I will never forget that day.
Nearly 5 months later, November 9th, 2019, in a ceremony attended by 2 former university presidents, several local and state officials, and more than 40 academic, institutional, and associational delegates, Carson-Newman inaugurated Dr. Fowler.
Dr. Fowler, in the presence of God in this gathering, and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I declare that you are the president of Carson-Newman University.
The inauguration, I don't know this side of heaven there'll ever be a day that will be more large and inspiring and humbling than that day. It was overwhelming, but in a really good way. And so I live in that moment.
And with this, the presidency of Dr. Fowler had begun.